Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Steffi Forrester Finnegan has a chakra session. Ivy Forrester vows to cover Electra Forrester. Meanwhile, Will Spencer worries about Electra's history. Over in a dark room nearly in the world, Remy Price learns Electra is in Los Angeles. Brooke Logan walks into the CEO office at Forrester Creations. Ridge Forrester greets Brooke and says he was trying to reach her. Brooke says she forgot to call him back. Brooke explains that she was with Steffi and getting an earful from Taylor Hayes. At the Precipice House, Steffi and Taylor sit in the living room and belt coffee. Steffi says that she and Ridge suppose Taylor is so inspiring. As Steffi addresses, there's a knock on the door. Taylor snappily hops over from the settee and runs to the door. She's then. Steffi is confused. Who's then? Taylor says she has an appointment. Steffi misunderstands and freaks out over a psych case coming to her home. When Taylor opens the door, it's not a case, but the chakra healer. In the design office at Forrester Creations, Ivy is working when Eric Forrester walks in. Will tells Electra he's been wanting to kiss her since they met. Will and Electra spare in to kiss again. Back with Ivy and Eric, they talk about Electra. Ivy mentions, after everything she's been through, Ivy realizes she said too important and tries to cover, but Eric notices. Katie Logan calls out to Will before bursting in the door. That gives Electra a chance to break away from Will and appear busy. Electra uses a break in the discussion to gallop down to see Ivy. Still, Katie stops Electra by participating news about the crusade dropping. Electra looks like a deer caught in headlights. A suitable deer, but scarified. Will smiles that white toothy grin as Electra runs off. Katie makes her son pledge he would elope. Brooke tells Ridge that she wanted to talk to Taylor about Hope Logan and Steffi. Katie jokes about Will's marriage. Will tells his mama all the positive traits about Electra. Still, Will is concerned about Electra's history. Electra walks in as Ivy and Eric are looking at jewelry pieces. By the position of the camera, it looked like Ivy was putting earrings on Eric for a nanosecond. Electra bursts through the door. As they talk about the print shoot, Electra calls Eric great uncle. Eric doesn't authorize of that title, it's stupendous great uncle. Eric eventually tells Electra just to call him Uncle Eric. Also, Eric leaves Ivy and Electra alone. Ivy starts asking Electra about Will. The chakra healer invites Steffi to stay. The healer brings up Phoebe Forrester. Taylor urges Steffi to do it with her. Brooke wishes Ridge would have stood up for Hope. Ridge thinks it'll work itself out. Brooke tells Ridge that Taylor talked about him. Katie approves of Will's interest in Electra. Katie calls Electra emotional. Still, Katie is also curious about Electra's hesitancy to be part of the crusade. Will says Electra is humble. Will mentions that he's concerned about Electra's history. Electra tells Ivy she's spooked, her history will catch up with her. On a computer examiner in a dark room, a mysterious youthful man, Remy Price, searches Electra's name online. Brooke tells Ridge about Taylor's new aphorism and how it's leading to him. After they virgin converse about Taylor, Brooke tells him that they've overcome so much. During the chakra mending session, Steffi sees her with her entire family, including Phoebe. Ridge and Brooke talk about the keyhole in Rome. Taylor addresses to Steffi about her recent opinions. Also, Taylor tells Steffi that she'll always love Ridge. Rather of that love leaving Taylor broken, now it'll propel her forward. Taylor and Steffi grasp. Will addresses about Electra's hints about her history. Will also decides that Electra must just be agitated to be someplace new. Eventually, Will decides the history is the history, and he's gone not concentrate on the future. Will tells Katie, "Don't be frenetic, mama," but she's snappily getting my favorite part of working then. Electra tells Ivy that she doesn't want people looking her up, and she knows why. Electra doesn't like keeping secrets. Ivy assures Electra that no bone is going to find out. Electra says she came then for a fresh launch, a brand new life, to fly under the radar. Electra doesn't indeed post on social media presently. Electra doesn't put herself out there at each, but now, as Electra's voice trails out, Ivy holds her bastard's shoulders. Ivy assures Electra everything will be fine. Electra isn't induced. Electra's life is eventually going right, she breaks down in Ivy's arms. Meanwhile, Remy studies the press release and sees Electra is working in Los Angeles. Remy says to himself, Electra, you can run, but you can't hide. Steffi Forrester didn't fire Hope Logan for anything associated with the company. Steffi knew that nothing was going on with Hope and John Finnegan. Steffi just didn't catch Hope impacting Carter Walton. Steffi used her particular issues to get relief of Hope to come between Brooke Logan and Ridge Forrester. Steffi is using this to push his parents together. Hope was staying on Carter to come back into the room, she had no idea that Finn was there. Finn could have been honest with Steffi that Hope fell on him because she tripped. Still, Steffi wouldn't let Finn get a word in edgewise. Finn might decide to fess up after Finn and Deacon Sharp bandy this. Finn could use his brain and figure out who Hope was staying on. After all, hasn't Steffi complained about Carter supporting her enough? Maybe Finn should talk to Carter and see what this is each about. Is Finn hysterical that his woman will flip and take off again if he defends Hope? Why is Finn so hysterical of his woman? Carter wanted to tell the verity and clear all of this up, still, Hope would not allow Carter to do this. Carter also knows that he cares for Hope and he doesn't realize how pushy he's then. Will Carter walk down from Forrester Creations and indeed start a company of his own for Hope? Will the Logans drive Steffi out the door? Steffi claims that others are putting her in a bad position at Forrester Creations. Ridge isn't going to be too happy with this. Ridge has been trying to get the family to work together and deep down, Ridge knows that backing Steffi then's wrong. Ridge needs to look at the fact that Steffi's issues with Hope are particular and are hurting the company. Steffi sees what this is doing to Ridge and Brooke's relationship and she doesn't care. Steffi wants her way and she's pushing Ridge to let her have it. Steffi believes her parents will ultimately get together and she's just giving them a drive in the right directions. Will Ridge eventually catch on to Steffi's plan and put an end to it? Is Ridge doing too little too late? If Ridge truly wants to be with Brooke, he's going to have to end this feud. Once Ridge learns that Hope and Carter are together, he'll see just how wrong Steffi is. Ridge will see that Steffi is using the company to carry out her vendetta and to intrude. It's time Ridge puts an end to it for good. Will Ridge do what needs to be done? Will Spencer and Electra Forrester to feel inarguable chemistry? Meanwhile, Taylor Hayes answers Brooke Logan's question about Ridge Forrester. Electra and Ivy Forrester came to work ignorant of what a big day it would be. Ivy and Electra just learned that there's going to be a social media drop and big crusade centered around them. Ivy sounded to take it in stride. Still, Electra started scarifying when she learned her name and print would be blasted far and wide. Electra tried to get out of it and get Forrester Creations to just concentrate on Ivy. Still, Steffi Forrester Finnegan told Electra it was formerly too late. Also, Ridge tried to assure Electra. Suckers recall that Will took Electra out to Il Giardino to celebrate. Will also tell that Electra wasn't exactly agitated about the social media drop. Will asked Electra what she was really upset about, but will he get the verity or a cover story? Electra feels drawn and clicked to Will formerly. Electra also said that Will was her only friend in Los Angeles. For this reason, Electra might feel she should be honest with Will. At the same time, Electra might also worry about spooking Will down. Taylor responds to Brooke's question. Will Taylor be honest and tell Brooke that yes, she's in love with Ridge? Still, also where do the women go from then? What does this mean for Ridge? If Taylor is honest,